All right, and go ahead and get started. Um, it would be appreciated if everyone could stay muted until the end when we could share questions and answers and stuff. Um, that'd be awesome. So today I'm going to be talking about growing your capital with reselling. Wait. Just to be sure, could someone type in chat, see if they could hear me? All right, cool. Thank you. All right. Um, so yeah, this is how you could truly turn $100 into 1,000 in a few months with literally no risk. It's like usually the cheater part where it's like no risk, what? But yeah, this is legit. Also, can you guys see my screen where it says growing your capital with reselling?
Yes.
Cool, thank you. All right. Uh, so so when you have little capital, you have to consider the growth of your capital. Okay. So realistically, what's the best way to turn $100 into 1,000? So here's three options. We have options, and the Wealth Squad's all about options. I love it, and they're not bad to trade. But if you only have $100, extra to invest, then maybe you should stay away from risk until you have more capital. Because if you lose $20, that's 20% of your money, basically, and it's just gone. But you could also make $20, but it's just really risky. And risk isn't bad, but all I'm saying is maybe you should focus on something more guaranteed, not as risky when you're just starting out and have little capital. So for stocks move not as fast, and they're also not as risky. It's right down here. Trading stocks may be slower moving than options, but you can still lose or make some money in a few minutes or hours time. But the big moves happen in days or weeks. Um, in my opinion, that's too long to turn $100 in 120 or 130. And even after that, you have to pay taxes, and that's short-term gains, not long-term. So you're taxed heavy on that. Like I said, if you just have $100 and you're waiting 2-3 weeks to make 120, you're doing it wrong. And that's where I'm bringing up reselling, sneaker reselling specifically, where it's fast and not as risky. The whole magic of this game is how lenient the people are around the business. So you can buy a pair of sneakers for $100 at your local mall, list it and sell it the same day for $20, $50 profit, depending on the shoe. Could be 300 if you get lucky. It's usually going to be around that $20 mark. If you can't sell it and the sneakers turn unprofitable, which has happened. So online, when you're shopping online, sourcing. When you're sourcing online, typically you buy shoes and the shoe price drops that day because everyone's buying that shoe. Every reseller is buying that shoe. They're trying to undercut and sell as fast as possible. And when that happens, you turn unprofitable and you have to return that. But locally, there's an advantage because if you find a shoe in store, not every single person, every reseller in the world, in the United States, are not going to find that exact same shoe. So that's your local advantage. And if it does turn unprofitable for whatever happens, you can return it and get 100% of your money back, guaranteed, like no problem. The problem is you cannot return unprofitable options or stocks. I wish you could, but you can't. And that's why sneakers are not as risky as options or stocks. But like I said, risk isn't a bad thing. When you have little capital, I'd say it is kind of a bad thing. So where can you do this? There are different types of sneaker stores. Your normal everyday stores, Foot Locker, Champs, Finish Line. Finish Line's my favorite. They all have similar selections with tons of shoes and only a handful of Jordans. So every time you walk in, there's going to be a section for men's Jordans and a section for grade school Jordans. You're going to look in both of those. That's usually 95% of the time. That's where the good stuff is at. Go as often as you can. Look for Jordan 1s and recent releases. There's also recent releases that come out and they put them on the shelves. Yes, that's true. In the chat, it said that the market is also tough because the bots take stock. So like on these big drops, like sneakers drops or any like Jordan 1 hyped up drop, bots take stock and bots have to sell somewhere, and they sell on similar platforms to us and absolutely destroy the price. But that's where you could win locally, is find different shoes than the ones that people are undercutting, and that's where you can make money. Okay,
Can I get
so,
a yeah?
sorry, I'm trying to limit this stuff. Okay. So you can make $100 in a few minutes on a good day. 30, 40 on a great day, you can make 100, 30, 40 on a good day. So this stuff, you can find really good stuff in Champs and Finish Line, Foot Locker, but are you gonna find mochas? Probably not. Are you gonna find 10 pairs of a $20 shoe that sells for 200? Probably not. You can find those type of shoes at the Nike outlet, not mochas, but the shoes that are like 30, 40 bucks that sell for 200. The Nike outlet is very different, and that's where you can make, this is where you hear the stories, where you can make thousands in a day, literally. Nike outlets are so weird because they are not as strict as your normal stores, where these stores only let you take 1 or 2, sometimes 3 if you're good to them, if you're nice to the workers. Nike outlet limit is 5, sometimes 10. And sometimes you could see shoes for 80 bucks and they're on the back wall. That's 20% off, plus another 30% off for the promotion that they're running. So you get them, half off, and retails 200. You could sell them right around 150, make $100. Nike outlets are like that. It's just super weird, big promotions. You could get a lot % off of a shoe. And look up anything and everything that you haven't seen before for cheap or retail prices. Some stores some shoes are outlet shoes where they just sit there, they're unprofitable, no one looks at them. That's a few. Most of them are profitable. You just have to look hard, especially on the back wall. And that's where box lids are cut off and the shoes are exposed. It's just, you got to be there. You got to go. But yeah, this is where you find stories of people finding like old 2017 pairs of sneakers that they could sell right on for $300 profit in a day, or 5 to 10 pairs of $100 profit. It's just, you just got to go to the Nike outlet if you want to win. But if that's far away, maybe go once every 2 weeks, just make it a thing to go. Now, these stores I don't visit as often, but the profit margins there are super good, way better than Foot Locker, Champs, and Finish Line. And that's Burlington, Ross, Marshalls, stores like that. These stores have random selections. If you have visit Burlington in a city and 20 minutes away is another city with another Burlington, they're gonna have completely different things. That's different than your normal everyday stores. Most inventory is not that good, but you can find good stuff. It's kind of like the Nike outlet where there's gems. You just have to look. You can make 20, 30 bucks per pair on a normal day, but you do have more consistent luck elsewhere. I still would go to these places because you can find, just the weirdest shoes that have a big market. So, and it's like, takes little capital, like Nike outlet takes what, 1,000 or 500 bucks for 5 to 10 pairs. Sure, you can only get one. But this is like 30, 40 bucks. And this is like 90 or 100. So you just got to value where should you put your money at. And online, of course, sneakers is a great opportunity. And I have talked about it in sneakers announcements is using discount codes like on Dick's Sporting Goods and Urban Outfitters, which I could talk about later. But yeah, sneakers, you should definitely value and put your money there whenever you can on a big drop. Where could you sell? You could sell mainly on a couple platforms, and that's eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, OfferUp, and StockX and Goat. I sell on StockX and Goat because it does take a long time to list, 200 pairs on eBay and Facebook, but you guys have an advantage if you're just starting out because you could put one pair on Facebook and sell it the same day, and then you have your money back and you could reinvest that instantly. When I would have to do like 100 or 200 pairs, and it just takes a while. But you guys definitely have the advantage there. If you didn't know, StockX and Go are the middleman in the sneaker game. They take a hefty cut of your profits. It's like 12%. Sometimes it's 11 if you have done lots of business with them. Go is more. On eBay, though, you have less competition and you can hold more of an advantage based on your customer service and how friendly you are and how nice your pictures look. This is where you can charge more and still come out way ahead of these people selling on StockX and Go. So here's the plan. If you have low capital, no worries. Don't stop reinvesting. It's not hard to turn $100 into 120 a day with sneakers. Go to your local Champs Finish Line or Foot Locker, Foot Action, Hibbett, stores like that. Recently, Champs and Finish Line have been getting a lot of good Jordan 1 mids, and those things are really profitable, which I'll show at the end. Visit your local store, look for mids or lows or highs, anything Jordan 1, essentially. And just keep reinvesting, don't stop, don't hold a shoe just because you think it's going to go up. You're better off reinvesting. It's a process and it won't happen overnight, and stay persistent. The best thing about this game, you can return it if you can't sell it for a profit. I've done that a couple times at the beginning. I have limited myself to do that because it hurts my relationship with the people at the stores. But if you're just starting out, you have to do it in order to get your money back. Don't lose money. So here's some things to avoid. Do not hold your sneakers, however tempting it may be. With low capital, you are better off reinvesting. Sure, you can make extra $5-10 a week just by holding a pair of shoes, but you're better off reinvesting and flipping 3 or 4 times during that time. Do not buy high-end sneakers on Facebook, guys. If anyone knows what Off-White or like Jordan 1 Off-White, they're like $1,000, $2,000 shoes. People are selling them on Facebook Marketplace for $400 or $500. They're fake, or even $50. Anything you see on Facebook Marketplace that's like high-end and going for a discount, they're fake. And do not pay resale price. You're better off using your money on shoes you could get for the retail price, which is just from a store, resales from someone upcharging you. Do keep track of your inventory. This will make you more organized and make it easier to make more money. Do be friendly and make relationships with other resellers and retail store workers. They will return that in your favor, tell you where the good stuff is at. Get their numbers if you can. I got a couple people on my phone that I hit up sometimes, like, hey, do you have anything good? I'm like, yeah, we do. Be like, on my way. And that's how I get the good stuff, really. Do go in store often. The best opportunities I have found have been on not online and at my local mall. And do use discounts. Almost every store has a reward system. Use it to your full advantage. Anything you can name off the top of your head, like Champs or Finish Line, they have a really good reward system. And see, here's some examples. Okay, so this is at my Finish Line. This is a crazy site. It's not common. These are band mids. These are signal blue, turf orange, and shadow mids. Okay, these are like the hot stuff now is grade school mids. These are all in grade school sizing. So these band mids, they go for $90. Resales 120, but there's a ton of them. These are actually nice looking.
You threw away that bucket of soap?
Oh, come on. Anyways, These things are a little more hard to come by now. 90 retail, they go for double that. Always look for this type of stuff. The grade school mids do
Can't find
super
those
well.
sanitation buckets.
And if you want to be fully dedicated to this game, go on to Hibbett.com at 5:17, 6:26, and 11:17 in the morning Central Standard Time, most weekdays. And I'm telling you, this is where the good stuff is at. Look up Jordan 1, and you'll find the best online selection you will see. Yeah, Alexandria in the chat just said she found some Signal Blue mids. These guys. They go for 50% profit. Just one of those, and you make $50. It is crazy because this mid hype is so real, and it's everywhere really. And these and men's are starting to come up, but yeah. Anyways, on Hibbett online, you can buy $85 sneakers that go for $150 the day you get them. You can buy 3, 4 at a time. 5, they cancel. Stick to 3 and 4. Don't do it too often because they do like to cancel for no reason. Nobody is sure why the site restocks at this time, but it has been going on for a while and will continue to. Keep an eye out for it whenever you are online at those times. And sometimes, or most of the time, I just wake up early and I'm here online at these times waiting for Hibbett to restock, and I get some really good stuff in the morning. But yeah, that's mainly it. Not too long. It is a ton of information though, so this will be recorded, and I can share this Google slide with you with the chat. And if anyone wants to ask any questions, I'm here.
I got a question actually.
Yeah.
So you go into the Nike store.
Yeah, the Nike
and,
outlet.
Nike outlet, and they have like boxes cut off, and because I know you can't sell those shoes like at certain sites. How do you go about doing that? You just sell them
Okay.
locally?
Yeah. So the Nike outlets, they do have shoes in the back that have the lids cut off just so you could see them. And you cannot sell those on StockX because StockX only requires shoes that are in the box without damage and stuff like that. You can sell those on GOAT with no lid, or on eBay. They're killer on eBay and local. But yeah, anywhere but StockX.
Okay, yeah, because I've asked them before, like, do you guys have have another box? One time they said yes, but no, most of the time they said no, we don't.
Yeah. And do you have a Nike birthday coupon whenever you go?
Yeah. I mean, only on my birthday. I mean, but yeah.
So what you could do is if you get shoes on Nike.com, and you create a new account, you get a pair of shoes on Nike, and you say your birthday for the month later. So let's say I'll set my birthday for February 2nd. On February, I will get another birthday coupon. You can do that however many times you want.
So hold on, repeat that.
So if you create a new Nike account right now with a different Gmail and stuff, and you order a pair of shoes on Nike, then and then you have to get them and stuff. But if you create the birthday to a month later, so right now it'd be February, then you could get another birthday coupon.
Oh, okay.
And so you could save 20%. So yeah, you should definitely do that whenever you find like really good stuff. And you can buy them from people too, but same with like Champs and Foot Locker and those stores. Whenever you buy something, they send a survey to your Gmail. And if you fill out that survey, you get $10 off the next purchase if you use their coupon. Which is
cool.
nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So besides from the platforms like StockX, Go, eBay, what other selling platforms do you recommend? Because right now I do use Flight Club, but since the coronavirus, Flight Club for me has like been at a halt where they're only limiting online orders instead of people coming into the store. So what other platforms do you recommend besides the ones I just
Okay.
brought
Yeah.
up?
Flight Club is actually really rough right now because they combined with Goat. And so Goat's prices are the same as Flight Club's now.
Okay.
So before, Flight Club had a price premium where if you sold on there, you get more than if you sold on Goat. But now it's the same. So I do sell a lot on StockX and Goat, and as well as Mercari and eBay.
Mercari,
yeah?
I've never heard that one.
Yeah, Mercari. Mercari is actually not too bad, and they have a good refund policy that protects the seller,
How do you
which
spell
is
that?
nice. It's right. You can see it on the screen. Mercari.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I see if I can get $50 for Selassie to ask.
Mercari.
Yeah, and I also have just sent stuff to Stadium Goods because the price premium is still pretty high on there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try that out, but I haven't actually sold anything on there yet.
Okay, so for those who are new to this and they don't even know what to look for in the shoes to even determine the value, what advice or what recommendation would you give someone to kind of give them an idea as to how to gauge these shoes in terms of their value instead of just going there and being completely lost and not knowing, what to do?
Yeah, so if you get StockX and the Go app, you could actually do what is called an SKU search. So whenever you see, if you open up the shoe, you see the size tag, there's going to be like, I think a 9 number letter combination, and you look that up on StockX and shoot Goat, and then that will tell you the price that you could sell on. But you just have to have it in hand. You have to compare the retail price to the resale. That's all you have to do. It's just with the SKU.
Oh, so the SKU number, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got you. All right, thank you so much.
Problem.
All right, I have one more question. So
No problem.
I bought some quilted the quilted ones. They were women's, all black, and I tried to look up the SKU on StockX and it wasn't on there. So would you recommend like for stuff like that to like just post it on sell it on eBay?
Yeah, for stuff that's not on StockX, it's usually on Goat. 90% of the time, there's very few instances that like a popular Jordan won't be on Goat or StockX. But yeah, in that case, your best bet is to sell on Goat or eBay.
It's weird because the highs were on Go, but not the lows, and I couldn't get the highs because everybody bought them up, but the lows were on there.
You get that on Hibbett or Nike?
I got them on Nike.
Yep, nice. All right. Any other questions?
Do you factor the shipping price and everything on that, right? Or you don't?
On what? This right here?
Yeah.
Well, so on eBay, these red and black shoes, they sell for like 130, 140, 150. So after shipping and the PayPal fee, since eBay doesn't take a charge, yeah, you get 120. And so
Okay.
yes, I do factor shipping.
As I was saying on the chat, I was selling on a Stadium Goods. I started there,
Mhm.
and they give you 8 free tickets for you to send them to their warehouse. So I used that, and I was thinking like same as with the Nike, you can just create another account every time you run out of, and then that way you can simplify the shipping.
That's true, but I do think after you sell something on Stadium Goods and they pay you, then it's like tied to your name, or like maybe they give you like a W something,
Oh, really? Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I
like-
never. I just got my first one to sell it there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, same
I haven't
here.
been.
I get that free 8 shipping coupons, and after that, it's like 12
Mhm.
bucks or something a box.
Yeah,
a-
something
a
like
big
that. But you
box.
can do like your own shipping and everything, your own handling, and just whatever that it
Oh,
is
that's
from
cool.
local. Yeah.
I know that. And you could like drop it off if you're near them.
Oh
That's what
yeah,
I
if you're
heard.
near that too. Yeah, but I'm super far. So
Exactly, same here.
well, you what in the West Coast?
I'm in the Midwest,
Oh, okay. I
so like
sorry, I'm maybe closer than me, but yeah. Well, thank you. I wanted to
yeah, no problem,
ask that part. Thank you.
no problem. How much should we charge for shipping? So on eBay or StockX and Goat, you don't charge for shipping. Shipping's included in the fee. But for eBay, I do free shipping and then I pay like 12, 15 bucks. I get it insured, which is like $2 or $3 because I have had problems with shipping services. So it's like usually around $15, but it should be calculated. Yeah. Anyone else have questions? All right.
How would you know what sizes to look for that would sell the quickest?
Yeah. So as soon as I see this stuff, like this is a shadow mid. Okay, it's like really popular right now. So as soon as I saw it, I opened up the tongue, looked at the size, and then I asked the worker, "Do you have this size?" She can't say no because I just checked and the size is there. And sometimes the workers make you guess if they think you're a reseller. They're like, "Oh, what size you need?" When I'm like, "Do you have a 7? No. Do you have a 6?" And they're like, "What? You have a different size foot?" No, I'm a reseller, you know. So what I do is I look at the wall, check the size. If you're talking about reselling, like the best size, I just
Mhm.
get what's on the wall, because it can't say no. You know what I
Oh, but
mean?
I mean,
No.
it's all right. So if you're buying it online at this Hibbit.com, then what size am I looking to get?
So what you can do is the sizes they actually differ. Like size 10 for this one Jordan I was selling was like
Mhm.
150, size 10 and a half, 170. But for every other Jordan, it's completely different. All you have to do is look on StockX and GOAT and see the difference.
Okay, so then this sample page that you have up here for $90, this is like for a kid size?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In men's, it'll be like 115.
Okay. But so like an average size that a guy would wear would be like a 10 or a 12 or what?
Okay, yeah. So yeah, average sizes don't matter. It's the rare sizes, kind of. So this shoe in a men's size 8 goes for 200. In a men's size 12 goes for 150. Size 8 to 9 and like if you could get size 7, but that's super rare, are the best sizes to hold, or not to hold, but you know, to sell because the price is so much better on those.
Oh, okay. So I'm not looking for, because my thinking was if I get a common size, I could sell it quicker. But I don't, I want to do the opposite. I want to get the uncommon size that people run, that runs out quick, that people can have a hard time finding.
Yes, like for men's, that's an 8. 8 and 8.5 and 7 are the best sizes you could grab for men's. For grade
Okay,
school
cool.
though, 3.5 is considered grade school size, but like who's gonna buy a $200 shoe for their 3.5 size, you know, child? For that, I
Right.
just say like 5 or 5.5. But I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end if you make more money. That's the truth.
Okay, thanks for the clarity.
Hey, no problem.
I
Tom,
do
good.
have one more question.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the like the 13s? Because you know, like the Starfish drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you think about
So
those? Because I don't see those as like as profitable as some of the other Jordans.
I'm glad you actually brought that up because 13s, they're not, they don't do very good in terms of resale. And some sneakers in general don't do good in resale. So what I do is I sign up for these raffles beforehand. If I get it confirmed, if I won the raffle, then I'll sell it on eBay for like 240, 250 when prices on StockX are going to be 220 when I get them, or 210. I'll maybe lose money if I sell on StockX, but on eBay I can make 20, 30 bucks easy.
Okay, yeah, because I actually did that. I actually, me and my friend, we were just shopping and we went to JD Sports
Yeah.
and signed up for the raffle, and they called both of us. So I was gonna, when I saw the resale price on StockX, I was like, this is not really, it's probably like, $10 maybe, or you may end up losing money once you, like calculate everything in, like the fee and all of that stuff.
Yeah,
And
there's a lot of shoes like that where it's like you basically won't make money. You just have to pre-sell in order to make 20, 30 bucks, and after that don't even try because the price is gonna be so bad.
And so I'm sorry, I'm trying. How do you like you just find some random like your own pictures when you like pre-sale like that on eBay?
So if there's like a confirmed you won, or like a sneakers, if it's a sneakers drop and it'll say you got them, I'll just take a screenshot of that, put it on eBay. That's it.
Cool.
And I'll just say confirmed in caps, Jordan 13 Starfish, size 8, whatever.
How do you sign up for the raffles?
So for like the big drops, I do send raffles in the sneaker announcements or flipping announcements, whatever. But generally, there's raffles on your Champs, your Foot Locker, your Finish Line, stores like that. Any store that's near you, you should sign up for a raffle for. Ask if they have it in store or it's online, but they generally always have one for like a general release.
Yeah, with JD Sports, I just walked in and asked them what the next release is, and I went to the counter and they let me sign up, and you write your name, what size you want, and then if you win, they call you. This is the first time I'm doing this, so it's new, but it was that simple.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. I do not use any bots at the moment. I've found more success locally, or not locally, but in store and online rather than a bot, which costs thousands for a good one, 500, 300 for a mediocre, not really good one. So I'd rather reinvest that money into shoes than an actual bot. But that's probably just me. Any other questions? I'm here.
Yeah, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. What's up?
Okay, so you mentioned Jordan 1 mids.
Yeah.
You work for those. Is there any other shoes that you look for, like certain kind of Air Maxes that have been profitable or what?
So most of the time it's just Jordan 1 lows, mids, and highs, or recent releases. Like there's a Jordan 9 that came out. I bought that. Jordan 4, I bought that. It doesn't matter the shoe as long as it's profitable. But for Air Maxes, the only time I've bought Air Maxes and sold them for more is when they are like discounted
Really low?
60%. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Cool.
Something I saw, I just look and be like, huh, that's really cheap. I'll look it up, look for the same size and sell it right there. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. And where are you located at?
In the Midwest,
In the
south of like 2 hours, 3 hours south of Chicago.
Okay, yeah. I haven't actually went in store to look for sneakers and that kind of stuff yet, but I live out in Portland and we usually get like, shitty stuff. So I'm interested to see what I could go in and find.
So doesn't Portland have no tax on shoes?
Yeah,
Okay,
no sales
so
tax.
yeah, that's crazy. Like I got 9% tax. It hurts, but you know, with this stuff, it's still profitable. I will say though, you're gonna have a tough time finding really good stuff in Portland because there's so many resellers out there with no tax.
Oh, okay. I didn't I didn't know that.
I mean, you could try your local Finish Line. That's where I found my most success. You could try that, or your Nike outlet, because there's so much movement in the sneaker world over there.
Right.
But yeah, I know there's a ton of competition like that in New Jersey too. Oh yeah, and there's a Nike employee or some store.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a Nike employee store here in
Yeah.
Beaverton.
I've heard that's
Correct.
pretty good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, see, you have to have a pass to get in there as
Really?
well. Yeah, like you can't just walk in there.
You to catch somebody
to
coming
be-
out of there and become a friend.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, thanks.
Hey, no problem. All right, well, that's it. If no one has any other questions, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for the 50 people still watching. I hope you learned something, and you're welcome. And if you have any questions, please DM me. Here. Right there is my Instagram and my tag in the Wealth Squad. I do post about sneakers drops, and occasionally I post links about different shoes that you can try and get. And I'll start posting more about in-store because you guys seem interested in that, and that's where I've succeeded most. But yeah, I'd say that's it. Thank you so much for everyone watching. You're welcome. Yes, this Zoom will be reposted, is
Thanks.
actually being recorded right now, so I probably should stop that, but yes, it is recorded. All right, everyone have a good night, and I'll see you in the Wealth Squad later.